All right, coming off of Roula and Ryan's Roses, we're having the conversation about people who have had emotional affairs. You know, your mate was having an emotional affair with somebody, and you just knew about it. It was horrible.
A lot of people were texting at 37530. One person in particular said, guys, this is happening a lot. Because for those of you who are just tuning in, our last caller said that her husband had an emotional affair with this woman and picked her over the wife. And then when they finally divorced, the lady of the emotional affair dumped him because she was like, well, I didn't want you if you're not married. And the texter goes, this is happening a lot more than y'all think. Women who do this because they know there's no strings attached because he's married. And then once he ends the marriage, they're like, I'm out of here. I don't want you.
Yep.
I just wanted the fun of being the extra voice and the excitement of, oh, you confide in me. Now you're all mine? No thanks. Okay, so Jennifer had called in earlier, and she said that her ex-husband suggested they should have an extracurricular activity with the emotional affair lady. Oh. How'd that turn out? Jennifer's here to tell us about it. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Hello. Okay, so give us the background. You were married to your husband for how many years before you discovered the emotional affair he was having?
7 years.
Okay, and how did you discover it?
He was awkward flirting with a coworker. They were paramedics, so they spent hours, 24 hours together. Tried to tell me, this is how it works. People get really close when they work that many hours together. And then it just got really awkward for me. Then he argued with me and said, you don't know anybody I work with. You need to be friends with people I work with. So there was this specific girl he wanted me to be friends with. And turns out he was having an emotional affair with her, wanting to be with her, and thought he could justify it by trying to convince me to have a threesome with her.
How did he bring that up? Were you like a dinner for appetizers?
Like, can you pass the turnips? And also, here's something I'd like to tell you about my day.
No, actually, we were just driving on a vacation, and he just started talking, and I was like, oh, what? I don't know. I mean, he guilted me into actually considering it. Like, I thought, well, maybe if this will fix my marriage, I got to do something. I didn't go through with it, but I later found out that she is bi, and she had a crush on me and had suggested the whole idea to him so that she could be with me.
Who gave you this information? Who gave you that information? He did? Yeah, of course he said that.
He did.
He's lying.
No. After we divorced, she told me that.
Whoa! And okay, now listen, can we go back to that sentence you said? Well, I thought to fix the marriage, we should do that. There's no fixing in that sentence.
But you're that desperate, though.
I know, but at the time, I see what you're saying. Okay, so Jennifer, wow, what a story. So how long have y'all been apart now?
You said you met that girl. You met that girl again, and she told you she was bi. So how did you run into her?
I mean, I actually attempted to be friends with her because I did want to do that for my husband, to be a part of, his work world. And so we did become friends, and then it just got really awkward after that suggestion. I couldn't think of anything else when I was around her. I was like, oh gosh, this is weird. I can't be with her and him. So
yeah,
we're not friends anymore, but she did share that with me so that I was in the know, I guess.
Wow. Well, Jen, you're not alone. A lot of people are texting us. I mean, a lot.
Was your vacation ruined? You said
you were driving on vacation?
Yeah, where were you going on the vacation? I'm just curious.
We were headed home. We had gone to, a river trip or something. We went floating the river.
Sometimes vacations, you feel, it's like kind of jumpstarts the relationship again.
Less inhibited.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the worst turn. To go on vacation, think you can connect better, and you're like, what the hell? We're more apart than ever because of what you just said. Okay,
well, I mean, that's what we did. We went without kids, and on the way back, long trip, a lot of talking, and that's when it came up.
Dang. Wow.
Sucks.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. That's just unfortunate.
Oh, don't worry. I'm divorced and I'm happily in a new relationship. And no, I don't look back.
Well, I'm glad you've moved forward. I think it's just sad when guys, they spot a vulnerability, and he knew that she was doing everything and anything and was desperate to try and save the marriage. So he pushed the boundaries, and he was just thinking about himself. Selfish.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to save the marriage. He just wanted to do that.
Plot twist. Henry from Roses is standing by at 713-390-KRBE so we could talk about what just happened. Hi, Henry. No, just kidding. It's a different
Hot Pants?
No, it's not Hot Pants Henry. It's a different Henry. Hi, Henry. Good morning.
How you doing? Not Hot Pants, though.
Not Hot Pants.
Okay, so tell us your comments on, we're talking about emotional affairs and how people who are in them, the third party doesn't really want that person. They just want to be the excitement. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, that happens a lot, like you guys said. I mean, I've been married 25 years. One of the things that I've learned over the years is communication is key. And, I mean, flirting, it happens. I mean, I know a lot of the times that stuff that goes wrong in marriages, yeah, it's mostly on men. It really is. But don't think for once that women don't instigate or start stuff neither, that end marriages. I mean, the thing is, we hear a lot of the side on this show from the women, and the men, unfortunately, let us down. They are guilty. But when things go wrong in the relationship and you don't communicate, that's how those emotional connections happen. And you already know, for women, emotion is everything. So they don't connect with another man unless it's an emotional tie. But men, we don't mostly do that. So if a man cheats with another woman emotionally, that really hurts in a relationship. Both of them is bad, but when the man checks out emotionally, he is not there anymore, right?
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are saying, Henry. The emotional is that much worse for that reason. Exactly what you said. Guys are so much more physical.
Yeah,
if
out.
it was a one and done, you're like, okay, fine, I guess I'm going to try and work past it. But you actually got locked in? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And in the case of Hot Pants, poor guy, I mean, a lot was said in that situation. He's talking about this attention that he's getting from this other lady at the job, which I get. That is exciting. But, bro, go home and tell your wife, because I think you said a texter or whatnot messaged in saying how sad it is for Diana to do everything for him, but the other woman gets the, roses and whatever. That happens all the time. When you marry, again, 25 years of being married, let me tell you something, guys. It's work. Marriage is not all what everybody thinks it is. It's marital bliss, and love is responsibility. So you have to tell your spouse, hey, you're sexy. Hey, you're beautiful. Damn, you look good in those pants today. You have to do that, because if you don't, someone else will. And as much as we like to blast men for paying attention to another woman that pays attention to him, I disagree with you on that, because you got to understand something too. Yes, the woman is at home taking care of the family, the kids, and she's doing all that, so she is busy. She has a lot on her plate. And most men get neglected, and they don't know how to communicate. And that's where we fail. They need to learn how to communicate. They need to learn how to participate. Help your wife. Talk to your wife. Take some of that workload off of her, and then let her know what's going on with you emotionally. But we don't do that.
I like that.
That's great advice there, Henry.
You got women
it really
clapping,
is.
sending applause emojis.
It really is.
Communicate and participate. I like that.
And he's
Communicate
right.
and participate. That's Henry. 25 years in. Bravo to you, Henry, for recognizing that.
Well
Thank
said.
you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, listen, real quick. I want to throw this one to y'all, because these texters are throwing me. This lady said, you see this one about the baby, Eric?
Yes.
You saw that, Sam?
Yes.
So a woman said that she cannot have kids, unfortunately, and her husband wanted them to have a baby with the emotional affair as the surrogate. He wanted his wife to raise the baby with him, and the emotional affair lady was going to be okay with being the surrogate.
No.
No.
That sounds like a bad movie.
So
Yes.
selfish.
And another lady texted, she goes, oh my God, I hope my husband's mistress dumps him now that we're getting divorced. Ha ha ha. Because we're talking about how the emotional affair lady doesn't actually want the married guy. She wants him to be married because it's not exciting if he's not married.
Somebody
We've done that stat a million times. Like 80% of the time when it begins as an affair, it's over within 2 years after
They want to
they
know
get
if that
divorced.
Henry cheats. That they love his voice that was just on. No.
So
Sounds
is
like a
that
good man.
question leading?
He needs to do
Because
TED
the
Talk.
text says, does he cheat? Because that voice is doing it for me. So does that mean this person's asking if he's willing?
I don't
Because
think
that
so.
is not okay.
Then you really didn't hear his words if you're saying that.
Right. But a lot of people are saying, love this man, married 25 years. Preach, sir, preach. Yes, Henry. I love this guy. He is so on the nose.